So yeah, we got a bunch of these. I don't know why, to be honest with you guys, but I went ahead and bought 2 boxes of them because apparently you can get a second box for like an extra $1 or $2 than buying it from somebody else. So yeah, I decided to spend the extra $1 or $2 and get 2 boxes of the Emperor for Christmas cards. I'm sure everybody here that's watching this has seen the movie and whatever. I'm trying to figure out if there's a date on these, but there does not appear to be any kind of copyright on the box itself. Apparently these are actually kind of popular, and I actually see them going around, but I know very little of what they look like. They might just be like, you know, the cards that there are like 70 something of in the base set, and we just bought way too many of these. But we're gonna tear it open, if I can even get my knife in there. These are in pretty good condition. I mean, you can see like the top of the box has been, you know, torn a little bit, like where it's meant to be torn, but that's kind of to be expected. But inside we should have 36 packs of these things, and yeah, holy god. Can you guys say 2-part video? Because that's only 1 box. Alright, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna like push these over there. They'll be partially in frame, but you know, whatever. And let's see what these things actually look like. So do you have any kind of information on the packs themselves? Well, there are 12 cards per pack, and we have 2 booster boxes, so that's quite a few. But no, there is no copyright date on these. There's no information on how many cards there actually are. There could be a checklist-like thing in here, but I don't know. Okay, so these appear to be just the back of the card. Kind of plain for the backing. But let's go ahead and see what we actually have. So yes, that is what I thought. So these are an actual playable TCG. It's not a, it's not just like, you know, for a movie. That is nice. I wasn't sure. I saw some people talking about it, but I also saw what looked like cards that might have been just images. But no, this is our actual TCG. So the question is there a rarity to these? They all have these numbers in the top, but they don't appear to have much going on here. You have the name, like a subtitle, I guess, of what kind of card it is. I'm guessing that's like the summon cost or something like that, and then a description of what the card does. So like when this creation is played, if the mummy boy is in your Halloween town, force 1 player to discard a random card from his hand. I have no clue how this game is played, or like I said, if there is any kind of rarity to these. Maybe I should actually do some research. Yeah, of course, like every edgy person you knew in high school loved this movie, but I actually did as well. It was a good movie. And it's weird, I'm not usually a big fan of like stop motion. Like most stop motion movies, they just give me a headache when I'm watching them. Like, yeah, they can be done really well, but that doesn't mean that I necessarily enjoy them. Like, yeah, I get it. It takes them forever to make them. And there's an upside down card. Come on, quality control. And another upside down card. I appreciate the art. I get it takes forever to do and ridiculous amounts of dedication, but I don't usually care for stop animation stuff. So I'm guessing there doesn't seem to be any kind of foils or anything for us to pull, at least, you know, out of the 2.5 packs we've done. So maybe you can get a foil and it's just like super rare. But again, we have no information. Like there's nothing on the box. There's nothing on the packs. We have no information. There's 0 on, you know, rarity or anything like that. I can say though, this one does have a little skull at the top, if that means anything. I don't know why there's a skull there. There does not appear to be a skull there on any of the other cards. So maybe that skull means something, maybe it doesn't. Who actually made these? It does say TCG there at the bottom. Real Game 2, REEL Game 2, and NECA. Yeah, NECA seems to be who made this, I'm assuming. Alright, I'll do one more of these, and then I'm going to stop this recording really quick and look up and see if there's any kind of rarity markers or anything like that for these cards. And, you know, if hollows are actually a thing that we can expect to pull. I'm still not seeing any more of that little skull icon. There's one at the back. So does that mean that the back is rare every time and we're just getting 1 skull per pack? They don't seem to be anything super special, but both times the skull card is at the back of the pack, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I looked into it and it does appear to be that there are commons, uncommons, rares, and ultra rares, which we're guaranteed 1 rare per pack. But there is a 1 in 9 packs chance of there being an ultra rare. I don't know how to tell common from uncommon. They don't seem to show any kind of difference on the cards. I looked all over the manuals, places online. I cannot find any way to tell the difference between commons and uncommons, but there's a guaranteed 3 per pack. The difference between the rares and the ultra rares, however, are that they have the skull symbol if they are rare, and if they are ultra rare, they will have the skull symbol and they will be a foil. Now, I'm not positive that they'll still have the skull symbol, but they will be a foil. Only ultra rares are foil, apparently. So there is our rare. So normally I would assume the 3 cards leading up to the rare card would be the uncommons. But I cannot tell you a difference between the 2 of these. Like, yeah, the number is different. That's apparently called the scare factor, or something along those lines. It's about how scary it is, I don't know. But assuming this is the uncommon, there doesn't seem to be any kind of indicator that it's an uncommon. There also, in the base set, which is, I'm assuming that's what we're opening here, 50 commons and 50 uncommons. So I guess the uncommons aren't that special anyways. It would just be nice to have a way to indicate and know which ones are the uncommons. So yeah, these cards obviously aren't the best as far as the regular TCGs go, but I will say they are pretty solid little cards. Like, the art isn't bad, even if the cards are kind of plain. I like them. And the cards actually feel good in the hand, which is like the biggest thing to me. I hate when cards feel bad to hold. That will instantly ruin a TCG for me. And yeah, you can sleeve the cards or whatever, but then again, I haven't really seen any actual like TCGs that have weird or bad feeling cards. Usually it's like, you know, the old like wax packs and collectible cards that aren't made for playing that usually have the weird feeling to them. And no, I didn't have any intention on actually trying out this game, but me and Anna are talking about trying out so many different card games right now that, I don't know, we might end up trying this one out eventually. If this will focus, there we go. So again, like, there are different types. There are like locations and other various different kinds of cards. Of course, there are character cards, which are the main things I really care about. There are creations, surprises, like a lot of these are saying. But of course, the main thing I'm really looking for here are going to be the ultra rares. And so far, we haven't had a single one. So I guess when they're saying 1 out of 9, they really do mean 1 out of 9. All right, let's open this. Come on. And so far, yeah, we're getting a fair amount of repeats. Not too bad. But with there only being, you know, in the base set 50 common and 50 uncommon, I didn't really expect anything too crazy. There is still a website up for this game, by the way, so I don't really know exactly how old we can expect it to be. And I also don't know if the website is actually official or not, but it does seem to have a lot of information about, you know, the game itself. They have access to like all the PDFs and all that kind of stuff, which of course they could just be scans of, you know, the game manual and stuff like that, which is what I assume they are. But if they are scans, they're very well done scans. Like, they would have had to doctor them to make them look better for the folds and stuff that would be in them. Fire! But yeah, so far, nothing too crazy. Of course, like, you know, these are just like a nostalgic thing, and if you like the movie, then neat. Again, nothing crazy for our rares. Now, if I remember correctly, there were, I think, 12 ultra rares, so I don't expect to get all of them within 2 booster packs. But I can at least hope to get all the commons and uncommons, right? You would think. There are like 156 cards, I believe, in total for this set. Between the rares and uncommons and commons and ultras, I think it was like 153 or something along those lines. I don't expect to get all of them between these 2 booster sets, mostly because of the ultra rares. Obviously, we're going to get a lot of rares and potentially all of them. My mic was doing something weird there, but whatever. Hopefully the audio quality comes out fine. Although this setup still isn't the best for audio. I am still using a lav mic for this, and it is like a $25 lav mic, so don't expect extreme quality with this kind of crap. But I promise you guys, I'm looking into it. I'm trying to get a better one. The issue is I either have to get some other separate recording device or get one that is compatible with my phone. And sometimes it's hard to find something that's compatible with your phone. Like I was looking at one of the Blue microphones that does a lot of phone stuff, but it seems like it was made with like iPhone in mind and only has some Android support. And I don't know if my phone will be included in that some Android support. So I promise you guys, I'm looking into it. I'm trying. Oh, holy crap. There we go. It's not even at the back. It's just in the middle. I thought it would be at the back of the pack. But Sack Full of Mischief, a surprise card. That is our first ultra rare. It's kind of blurry, I'll say that. It's probably harder for you guys to see. But like, it looks like it's stuck in like the middle of motion. Like they took this picture like while the characters were moving. Either way, that's going to the side. And yes, we still get a rare. So we still get a rare card with our ultra rare. That's pretty awesome. To be fair, I had the right to be excited about that, even though I didn't sound super excited. Because that's someone we've gone through so far to get this little guy. Also, do you guys like the sticker up there? I know you guys are all Justin Bieber fans, so if you didn't watch the last video, then you don't get under the background of that sticker, but there really isn't much background to it. Okay, focus. Again, like, these aren't like super amazing cards. They are neat, but I can kind of see why they're not selling for a crazy amount. I don't think this TCG is going to actually have a whole lot to it. If you get what I mean by that. It is just based on an old movie. I don't know if these cards are as old as the movie because some people don't like putting copyright dates on things, and I can't tell the age of them. It is like the worst thing as a collector. Is, you know, as somebody who likes to collect old and like vintage things, it's nice to know how old they are. I guess I can probably Google it, but that requires stopping the recording again because once again, I use my phone for audio. Alright, we are burning through these though, and we will do the other box in a different video. I don't think I want to open both of these at the same time because these are a lot of packs and I have other videos I would like to do. As much as I want to continue doing this series, trying to get all of these, I might break it up and do other different video in between this one and the next Nightmare Before Christmas video. So I'm only sitting down to record 2 things today because I got crap to do, and I'd like to, you know, do something different with the crap I've been purchasing. Okay, get in focus. Come on, focus on the well. There you go. I don't know why. I mean, we're getting a lot of repeats of this behemoth. I think you guys are probably getting a little tired of just saying the same cards over and over. It's not like I'm really saying much about them either. And here we go. Look what you've done, surprise. Again, both of our foils have been surprise cards. We got Oogie Boogie being made up of just a giant pile of stuff without his sack. So we have naked Oogie Boogie. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. And then we just have something for my nightmares again. Get it? Because it's Nightmare Before Christmas. Ha 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 ha. And the devil is our rare. Da 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 da. Focus. Focus. Mummy boy. Bass player, Sally's room, the mayor, throw me a bone, hitch a ride, Sandy Claus, shock, skeletal reindeer, as I'm covering the cards, mad genius, scary Teddy, and a rare wreath of wrath. I actually just got a notification I need to check, so I'm gonna go ahead and Google, what was I supposed to look up for this card game again? Oh yeah, the date it was made, duh. Bye. Okay, just looked it up. Apparently they were released in 2005, but I couldn't find much info other than that. I guess they only ever released one set as far as I can find on the internet. I don't know if there was ever any other sets released, although you could buy pre-made decks that also came with a promo card. There was one promo card ever released, and there were 2, I think, special cards that came with the 2 pre-made decks. Aside from that, you can actually pull everything from these booster boxes, unless there is another series that released I didn't know about, but it doesn't seem likely. It seems like 2005 was its only real run, and there's not a whole lot of info out there on it. That aside, apparently these cards actually feature something that people really appreciated at the time. There are certain characters who, in the movie, we never actually got to know their names. Actually, here's one of them. Accordion player, Jimmy. We never apparently got to learn certain characters' names in the movie, that they actually gave them names for the cards. Not certain if the names came from, you know, what they were actually supposed to be named originally, or if it was, just made up for the card game. But yeah, it looks like the website I was looking at when I was looking at like a couple of the pages, that like site that I thought looked kind of official and may or may not be, I still don't know. It appears it was last updated in 2006, at least the one page I was looking on. So I'm surprised that the site is still being paid for and still alive, despite it being a very much dead in the grave, literally, card game. We just looking for foils, that's all we need. Alright, we have Town Square as soon as it focuses on it. Come on, right here, there you go. And I had them upside down, that's fine. There's a straight up Sally. But yeah, I think it's kind of neat that there are certain characters that you only had names for because of the card game. It's like, with Dragon Ball, there was that one like funny story that came out of, Akira Toriyama being at this like thing, and somebody was referring to Frieza's race as Frieza's race, because that's what they actually called Frieza's race in some of the games, and we never actually knew what the race was called. Apparently, Akira Toriyama asked why they're saying that, why they're not just calling it by the name. Apparently, I don't remember what the name was, Frieza's race in Dragon Ball, there was actually a name for their species, but it was never given to us, and Akira Toriyama was like, wait, why aren't you guys using the actual, you know, term? Because you didn't tell us. You didn't tell us the actual term. Again, that could be incorrect. I just read up a thing on that a while back, and I still think it's pretty funny. You know, a while back, like a year or two ago. So I don't know how accurate it is, but I do know in the games they did just refer to it as like Frieza's race or whatever, something along those lines. And okay, we have I Am Santa Claus, another surprise card as an ultra rare. So far, all three of our ultra rares have had a very similar foil to them and have all been a surprise card. I wonder if all 12 of them are. And of course, we're not going to get anything else special in here aside from our rare, which actually, I think this should have a foil version, because that is like the iconic hilltop. Alright, moving on. Let's just hope we can get at least one more from this box. Again, we're getting a lot of repeats. Behemoths and Sallies and Mummy Boys and Fetch. All I'm looking for are them foils now. I don't care about all the things we've seen over and over. Aside from the rares, of course, I haven't been paying too much attention to them, and I really should have been. But I will record the next video of this sometime soon, hopefully. No guarantees on a release date for the video. Bass player, focus on the card. Did they make a camera specifically for card opening videos that is made to focus on rectangles? Like, don't look for faces, don't look for, you know, focus on center. No, focus on rectangles. Look for a rectangular shape, and that is what I want you to focus on. Also, I have my camera set to autofocus, which I know might be kind of annoying, but it's better than setting it manual, trust me. It's weird though. I set the box in the center right around here for where I want it to try to focus on. Sometimes it does, sometimes it just moves the box for me, and it's actually putting it right about here, here, there, and there. It's trying to focus on the majority of the screen aside from the very sides, and I don't know why. Sometimes it just does that. Like, I think like when I first sat down to start recording this today, the first recording I did before I had to pause it and restart it, was actually focusing on the center, but now it's just trying to focus on the entire screen. I don't know why it decides when it wants to do that. I don't know why I can't change it. I have very limited control. I can set certain things for focus, and I can set it to do that giant wide thing. I don't have it set to do that. I feel like this channel is just me opening things, not talking about them, and just complaining about the camera. Alright, Corpse Kid, Frankenstein's Hall, Witch's Nook, Upside Down Behemoth, because they can't do these cards right way around. Roadkill, Hide and Seek, Master the Plans, Shock, Oogie's Turn to Boogie, Scorpion Surprise, Something's Up with Jack, and for our rare Hanging Tree. Thank you, Jake Paul. Or was it Logan Paul? I don't remember. They're the same person. I remember I actually had a coworker who, like, was surprised that, like, I don't know which one of the Paul brothers did what stupid things. And it's because I don't care about either of them. Like, I know they're not the same person, and one of their actions doesn't make actions for the other one, but I just don't care about them at all, so why would I care about who does what? Like, one of them did a dumb thing. They're both dumb people. So, in a way, they're both doing dumb things, even if one of them was, you know, dumb enough to piss off an entire country, and the other one is just an idiot. Alright, we got our bass player again. Again, I expected a lot of repeats. If we don't have the full bass set, at least from this one box, if not from the second one, I would be surprised. Like, we should definitely have it from this first box. But if we don't... Oh, okay, Undead is actually our rare, I like that. But we're pretty much guaranteed to have it by the second box, right? So we only have a small handful of packs left, but I think based on the odds and how many rares, ultra rares we've pulled, we can expect another ultra rare before this video is out. At least one more, possibly two, but I doubt it. I'm just hoping for at least one more. And there we go. As soon as I mention it, I am the Pumpkin King, another surprise card. Oh, of course my chest starts doing weird crap as soon as this happens. I'm still slightly sick, guys. Not really sick, but I'm unhealthy. And my ear is still killing me, but this is awesome. So we actually have 4 of them so far from this box of 36. Can we get another before this video is over? I think this is my favorite one so far, though, I have to say that. Oogie Boogie was neat, but I like this. Alright, then we have Sandy Claus, The Tree House, Vampire Baron, and Kidnap Mr. Sandy Claus. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs left. So we have a decent chance of pulling another. I know we have weird shadows coming from over there. It's where I'm throwing the empty packs. One just fell behind the dresser. This is a dresser, this isn't a desk. I'm working on it, guys. Come on, focus. Cyclops. But surely we could try and get another one before this is done, right? Maybe. I mean, the odds are against us. We've already pulled 3. But I wouldn't mind pulling 4. Yeah, we're not getting one in this pack. And our rare, we have Everybody's Scream. God, when I first saw these 2 boxes, I didn't realize like just how much was actually in them. Like just how many cards would fit in that box. The pile over here is getting huge. I'll have to show you guys, and I'm actually done. It's just weird to me to see that small box and then how much can actually fit inside of it. Also, it's weird to me to see people like, guys, when you watch unboxing videos like this, and especially like the Pokemon unboxing videos that I want to do more of, when you see certain things like booster boxes in these videos, they might seem to be bigger to you than they really are. You have to understand, like, you might even be seeing more detail on the cards than I am, because you're actually seeing me hold it up this close. I am not holding it this close to my face, just to the camera. These booster boxes all, like, look a lot bigger when you're watching someone... I'm cleaning up that mess. Well, by cleaning it, I mean I'm throwing it all on the floor behind me. These booster boxes and stuff all look bigger in these videos than they actually are. And I think the first booster box I ever ordered, which sadly wasn't Pokemon, kind of surprised me at how small it was. Let that focus. Whatever. God, stop with the upside down stuff. And rare card. No, okay. Well, we can, you know, dream. And actually the Easter bunnies are rare. I think it's the first time we've seen that, so maybe we're not going to get the complete set with all the rares within one box. But it's for a look comparison, so you guys can actually see what I mean by how small these things actually are. This is one of the booster boxes. Like, I can just hold it in my hand. These aren't as big as people seem to think a lot of them are, and as I seem to think. Obviously, you see certain things in stores and you kind of realize that, but I'm dumb. And then just to show you just how small they can be, the Inuyasha one I bought, look at this thing. Look at this. Alright, then again, it was only 12 packs, but like, man, I expected this to be bigger when it was a, booster box, and no, I could like fit my hand like square around this. Anyways, I know I keep going off on random tangents, alright? Welcome to the channel. I have the same quality control that these cards do when they're trying to make them all face the same direction. Alright, focus, focus, focus. There we go. Igor, Cyclops, Barrel, Oogie Boogie, Halloween Plans, My Fantasies. What is that? Yeah, 3 of a Kind, Nutcracker, Dead, and next one's going to be... Oh, it's not the rare. Okay, this is the rare. Twilight Sun. I like that one as well. Focus. Right here, you see the card. Focus on the pretty rectangle. Mayor, Town Square, upside down card, double dead. Is that double dead? Yeah, double dead. I'm the Boogeyman, Sandy Claus outfit, Moody Mayor, Fenderbender, Deadly Nightshade, What Have I Done? And our rare is the Tub of Terror. Last pack, this is it. This is going to have our 5th ultra rare foil card in this set. Alright, come on, Oogie, get in focus. Focus up, Oogie! Alright, Dr. Frankenstein, accordion player, sideways card, upside down card, another... Okay, well, just flip it the right way. Pull yourself together, hitch a ride, throw me a bone. We're not gonna get the ultra rare because we're too far into the pack and they never appear this far back, apparently. And our rare is the Dark Alley. Alright, guys, so yeah, there's the pile. Quite a bit from one booster box, I gotta say. And of course, we have our 4 foils that I am certainly not holding up the correct way. Maybe I should actually get my camera positioned properly, and that might work. So yeah, I'm not mad. We got 4 out of 36 packs. Is that over odds? I believe that's over odds with 1 in 9, 36 packs. I'm not going to do the math in my head right now. But 4 is, I think, just slightly over odds. So cool. If we can get 4 or even 5 in the next box, then that will be even cooler. But yeah, guys, like I said, I do want to do a different video before we move on to the next one of these. So if you enjoyed, feel free to give the video a like, subscribe down below, all that fun stuff. And we'll be back with the second part of this within the next couple days, hopefully. Goodbye!